2025. Yeah, we're done with Asian month, and now it's June. We're so close to the end of the first half of this year, and this is a romantic comedy that came out in 1999. The Bachelor. Yeah, this is a remake of like a 50s movie or something. It's an hour and 42 minutes, so let's get started. Yeah, I haven't seen. I didn't see this movie in '99. I was only 14 when it came out, so it's an interesting premise, though. I don't know why critics hated this movie. It's not the worst romantic comedy of all time. I've seen way worse. Yeah, there's the horses. Yeah, don't fence me in. Chris O'Donnell. I like him. I don't hate him in this movie. Renee Zellweger. Yeah, this is before she was in, Bridget Jones's Diary. Don't fence me in. Hal Holbrook is in this movie. James Cromwell, we still have him. Artie Lang, yeah, he had a lot of problems with drugs. Ed Asner, may he rest in peace. There's a couple of actors that passed away here. Marley Shelton, she's cute. Sarah Silverman, there's a lot of cameos. Jennifer Esposito, and Peter Ustinov, who I don't like. I'm sorry, I never liked that actor. May he rest in peace, but I was not a fan of that actor when he was alive. He talked like this and everything. His best role was the Robin Hood Disney version, animated movie. But that's only because you only had to hear his voice. He has blue eyes, Chris O'Donnell. This is not as terrible as Batman and Robin. Trust me. It's shorter, it's cuter, and it doesn't have butt shots in it. Yep, estrogen. It's what we all strive for. Every heterosexual guy. I don't know who you are, so goodbye. Low T. Low T. What do you mean low T? That's me in. Ouch. Again, I'm sick and tired of this chat. These are just bots. I'm sick of these bots. I'm gonna just mute you all. And there she is, Renee Zellweger. What a cutie. One of the cutest women that ever lived. The problem is she changed her face like a couple of years ago. I don't know what she did. These women they don't. She had a nearly flawless face. Why would you change it? It's like Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing. She did a nose job and she looks nothing. I don't know who you are. You weirdos need to be blocked. I'm not dealing with you this month. It's a new month, and I'm not dealing with you. All you people are weird. You're not real people. All you people are going to be blocked because I don't need it. Girls do that because they feel like their face isn't perfect enough. Scarlett Johansson is gonna age, but she's still gonna age like a fine wine. This woman won an Oscar. Why would she want to change her face? I'm not changing my face. I'm gonna lose some weight. That's all I'm gonna do. And shave. Hmm. She's a cutie. Yeah. Hey, look, it's Mr. Buto from that Sweet Life of Zack and Cody episode. French for buttocks. Hi, whoever you are. Yeah, Artie Lang. I don't know what happened to him. It's like he was in this, and he was in Beer League, and also Elf. But then drugs messed up his thing. Yeah, these celebrities make some stupid decisions, man. I stay drug free because I want to keep my brain. I want to keep my brain clean. Hmm. No, I don't catch a bouquet because it's just to me it's just a silly wedding tradition. First of all, I don't throw flowers because I don't do that. Ah, roller coaster. I'll bet. And unlike in Chasing Amy, she's not what she is. You know what I mean? Which I'm not doing in that movie because again, this isn't the month for it. If you know what I mean. Any Kevin Smith movie, I'm not gonna do that because blue eyes. Hmm. Those are kids. Josh was worried that this movie just because it got panned by critics. I don't care about critics anymore, Josh. I don't care. They could give us Superman less than 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm still gonna see it and have it ball, and I'm gonna cry. And that's all I gotta say about that. We speak nothing of it until the movie comes out. Got it? You or anybody else, because I don't want the movie spoiled for me. That day, I'm not gonna be on. I'm not gonna do a podcast on July 11th. Later, I'm gonna do a review because I haven't done a review for days. Grasses. And this accent is bad in this movie. It's like he's genetic material. This could have been anybody. This could have been Nick Nolte. This could have been Brian Cox. It could have been anybody. Jeez. This. I don't have time for bots. Yes, it does. Ah. See, he just wasn't funny. I saw him on the Muppet Show and he didn't make me laugh once. I'm doing fine. He just wasn't an actor for me. If there was a scene, if there was a scene that could have been cut from this movie, it's this one because Ustinov he's just nothing. This is like his last film, and I'm like, yeah, and he went out on a whimper. It's filler because you don't see him again in the rest of the. Yeah, that was really important, wasn't it? The only Brit in the movie, and he's barely in the movie. It's a cameo. Even Christopher Lloyd and nobody was in more in that movie than this. Mm-hmm. Pop. I don't pop, guys. I'm not a Jack in the Box. There's that answer. Him I miss because I love his movies. He was also an elf, like Artie Lang, but he was funny. Plus, he outlived Ustinov anyway. And I like them. I also like them in Up. Up is a Pixar classic at this point. Him and Hal Holbrook were legends. Ustinov was just some British dude that talk like this. Except in this movie, he's like, I talk like this. Yeah, you're terrible. I'm glad that you're not. That I don't have to deal with your acting anymore. Because he was never a good actor to me. Except in not Peter Pan, Robin Hood. Because again, I didn't know it was him. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do have the desire. Mm. Yes. It's a fun movie. It's not high art. It's not the Notebook, guys, but it's not the worst movie I've ever seen. Trust me, I bought way worse movies on Amazon and also on Black Friday in the past. Interracial couples, too. Nothing gay because I said I'm not doing that. Not gonna happen, guys. I do not fall into that trap. Look at me. Look at that beautiful blonde hair. At least she still has her hair. I don't know why a woman would want to change their face. You don't need to. But people like them now is what makes people still make people like them now. You don't have to make changes, unnecessary changes. Chris O'Donnell didn't do facial hair. He didn't do any surgery on his face. You're gonna age, okay? If you get older, you get older. That's life. That lady's voice is weird. Yeah, that lady is interrupting the moment. You're not Gladys Knight, lady. Mm-hmm. Because this came out after Jerry Maguire, which is way longer than this movie. I don't know why it's over 2 hours long. You win? She isn't even moving. I'm sorry, but romantic movies are sappy, guys. They're sappy and sentimental. That's just how they are. Because if they're not, you get 50 Shades of Grey, and I am never doing a podcast for that. I have respect for women. That's why I think about them all the time, no matter what time of the year it is. My heterosexuality doesn't shut on and off. It's always on. They're like, oh, I can't think of women, I'll get canceled. Yeah. Try and stop me, YouTube. You know I love women. She's so expressive, man. That's why she won an Oscar a few years after this. It's a metaphor. Starlight. That's the name of the girl in the boys. I'm gonna watch it in July because magic. It's just a room, lady. I'll see Jerry Maguire, but not now. It's too long. It's like 2 hours and some minutes. Show me the money. No, I'll do that after when I get to the convention in a couple of days. Some women don't know what they want. Not really. I didn't know this was a remake. But there's worse remakes that Disney has made. Let's face it. Lilo and Stitch being passable, that's the best that Disney can do. Passable. Not something good, it's just passable. I'm not looking for perfection, guys. Because in Chasing Amy, it's like Ben Affleck falls for this girl. It's like, that's not fair. You know what I am? I'm like, again, you're a woman with a beating heart. What do you expect? Guys want the direct approach. Molly Shelton is cute as a button, man. I told you I'm not subtle about it. When it comes to who I care about and who I'm attracted to, I don't beat around the bush, guys. You know me. That sounds like like Street Fighter 2. You win. A romantic comedy does not need to be over 2 hours. We get it, guys. Lovey dovey, we get it. It's a formula that's worked for decades, but you should not stretch it out to an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and 20, an hour and 50, or longer. Because then I'm just like, just wrap this up, please. I first saw Molly Shelton when I was a kid in The Sandlot, and then she did that one episode of Full House. Oh yeah, we know why, because of what happened in 2020. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. This was this was strangely poetic of what she said. The little did they know what that year was gonna be like. They thought it was gonna be. They said women are gonna outnumber men. Yeah, and I know why. And even Neon Knight Riders and Ninja Turtles 4. That was the year we didn't know what that year was going to be like. We're like, oh, that's 5 years away, and when we got to the year, yeah, it was nothing like that. Futuristic and awesome. No, that wasn't that year. Trust me, the year changed everything. Nobody was the same after that year. The film industry took it in the anus. TV shows took it in the anus, and all this social distancing was just the worst. Look at those roses. I like flower petals. Trust me, this is not as badly written as Batman and Robin. There's not a stupid pun every 5 minutes. Oh, so it became a meme. He's dead. Ustinov will rather he Ustinov will rather die in this movie than be in the rest of the film. Like, yeah, well, he wasn't. His performance wasn't good. We're 25 minutes in, so at least we don't have to see him for the rest of the film. Even the movie Basic Basketball. Well, was it Basketball or? Yeah, it wasn't like this. It wasn't. It's a shorter movie. Sorry, I'm so tired. I get up early to do these podcasts, but I'm doing it. Eat a banana. Because I'm just not in the mood, you know. I had a very rough May, and I want June to be much better than May was. It's already better than May because I don't have to go to the theater today. You are so affectionate and so cute. This is the only romantic sexual love I'm into, guys. Sorry. It's who I am. I don't want to play games with a girl. You either like me or you don't. Mm-hmm. We know. Yes, thanks for too bad my grandpa didn't leave me anything before he passed away. No, no puns in this movie. This is not Batman and Robin. You're not American. You were British. Yep. That's how much. That's how much Lilo and Stitch made last week. Artie's like, what? There's always condition. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't miss Ustinov. Not a fan. 6:05. Yeah, that already passed, guys. Yeah, please shut up, Ustinov. We don't miss you. I'm sorry. There's actors that are gone that I don't miss. He's one of them. And when Kathleen Kennedy's gone, trust me, no one will mourn her after what she did to Star Wars or any other movie. Trust me, we only miss people that we respected, like David Lynch, like Tony Todd, people that made us smile, people that did weird movies, but at least they left an impact. They didn't hijack people's franchises. Tomorrow, he has an entire day to get that $100 million. Of course, you don't get the money right away. I read how it works. I went to a seminar. They said if you inherit money, you don't get it the next day. You have to wait. Sometimes you got to wait months to a year to get the money. And I'm like, I'm not going to wait that long. My life is short. You have to just strike with the iron's hot. Hey, cutie. And what I say Time Cats is a better movie than this, Josh, because it's got a similar premise, except for the gambling part. And the lead here is a blonde, not a brunette. And I prefer brunettes. Yeah, my birthday's not for another 7 months, so. I just hope I get my fortune quick. I'm not waiting 2 years. James Cromwell. Good actor. We still have him, too. You girls are so cute. I would love for her to come to Comic Con and say, "You're so cute." She was in Scream 4 for you millennials out there. Young millennials. And while this movie's not hilarious, like Bridesmaids or something like that, it's fun. It's a shame what happened to Artie Lang with all the drugs, man. I don't let that get to me. I'm not never taking recreational narcotics. Not gonna happen, guys. My brain is sound. I don't commit crimes to my body or to my mind or to myself. I love Marty Shelton's big eyes. Yeah, suck it, Margot Robbie. Marley Shelton was always more attractive than you. She's cute and has a very sexy voice. If you've seen the movie Sugar and Spice, she has one of the sweetest voice and most wholesome faces you will ever see. It's got a sweet premise to it. And yeah, a bunch of brides chase him at the end, but I do like the third act. It's a bit unpredictable. It is. Love Actually suck it because you have to have like 18 romances in the movie, and you got the guy from The Walking Dead doing one of the creepiest things I've ever seen in my life with the cue cards. I'm like, that's not romantic, that's creepy. It's like, oh, I love you, but I can't say it, so I have to write it on cards. I'm like, she's not deaf, you idiot. Whoever she's already with somebody else. I'm like, move on. You dumb Lincoln from The Walking Dead. This is creepy. I don't know how they find that romantic. It's not romantic. You are so cute. Nope, they got to stretch this movie out to 90 minutes. Everybody that ever met me at Comic-Con knows I'm heterosexual. Everybody, every guy, every girl knows. They can feel my essence and my aura. Yeah. Yes. Uh. You wanting a hitch? Not a ball and chain. I never had any ball. I don't have chains. I'm not a prisoner. I'm free. You're not ready. Again, they got to stretch this out of 90 minutes. If not, this will be a short film. I don't like to play games. You either say yes or I'm going to just propose to somebody else. That's how it works. Say yes is not just a say yes to the dress show. Which, by the way, my sister's not watching for a while because some of the people on that show I don't vibe with, if you know what I mean. Oh, they're human beings too. Yeah, but they're not human beings I like to hang out with. I don't hang out with effeminates. Sorry. 'At least in Tomcast, they waited till the 50-minute mark. It wasn't the first 30 minutes. No, this is a PG-13 movie. They don't. There's no F-bombs in this. This is PG-13 because romantic comedies are rarely R anymore. Now they're just gross out movies like that kind of pregnant movie, which is not funny. No thanks. No, that's too long. 27 hours. Even though the cover of this movie already spoils what happens at the end, but the ending is kind of is sweet, and also I like the song that they put at the end. That was definitely unexpected. Mm-hmm. Which nobody can deny. Smoking is bad. If I met Chris O'Donnell, he could sign my Batman Forever Blu-ray because I'm not ashamed of that movie. That's how we got his foot in the door. I like him. I never hated this actor. Hey, Batman and Robin wasn't his fault. That was bad writing and making Robin act like a little whiny little preterm. Like he's not doing that in this movie. And it's actually 11:15 p.m. in Australia, so I see why you're live always at this time because different time zone. Not just that, but I want to get this over with early because I don't do my podcast on Sunday at night. I'm doing fine. Yeah, if this was Jerry Maguire, this would just be the first act of the movie. Here we're like about halfway through the movie. You're not. I'm not gonna fidget. I'm not gonna go like Andrew Garfield in The Amazing Spider-Man. No, if I want to have a, if I want to ask a question, I'm going to. It's like when I asked for a selfie at Comic Con. I'm not gonna go ooh. Ever seen Drop Zone? No. The Fan I saw I think last year or the year before that. Murder at the Fort 16 I saw that, and 7 Seconds of the Contract. In Kenya it's 4:18 in the where in the morning or in the afternoon? Because geez, that's late. It's 9 in the morning here in the states. I didn't mention the score. The score is pretty good in this movie, and I definitely like the soundtrack. Pictures, picture collection of pictures. I don't have to do drugs to fit in, or drink, or smoke or vape, because again, I want to take care of this body. It's all I got, guys. I've been trying to lose weight for years. One of his, I haven't seen Snap Drop Zone. I'm gonna probably see it this month. There's nothing gay in it, so I'm fine. In the afternoon, okay. The stock exchange. It's a good soundtrack. Who wants to pro? Is that her? Hans Zimmer score in the '90s is on. I'm all about hair. CRTVs that they don't use anymore. They only sell them at thrift stores now. I still got mine. Why would I want to go to the New York Stock Exchange? I don't like the stock exchange. Of course he is. I like brunettes. Yeah, he froze. Again. And then the next scene, yeah, bye. She's cute. I would marry her if she was the main character of the movie. Yeah. Again, I heard of your one and only true love, but if you have to spend half of the movie chasing her, yeah, I think you should move on. I'm not gonna chase a woman down the street. Yep, she said a fire sale. Get it? It's real fire too. It's not CGI. There's no CGI in this movie. Batman and Robin had some terrible CGI in it. Yeah, a serial killer. Thoughts on Sidney J. Fury? He's underrated. She just got off the train. Bouncy. She's in the photo booth. Sing a song? No, I'm not gonna sing this time. Not till the end of the credits. If you can handle waiting until about another 40 minutes. Has done much better than Superman. Oh no, Superman 4 was horrible. That movie was not his fault. No, it was they cut the budget and the movie was just badly written. At least the new Superman has a budget. Oh great, Mariah Carey, you can't act. You're not a singer. You're a singer. You're not an actor. Yes, Diane. She can't act. She can sing. She can't act. This is like one of her first films too. This is before Glitter and Precious and all that. But she's not a. She is not an actress. I know she's not an actress. Even J Lo's not barely an actress, and she's been in more movies than Mariah Carey. Her and Rihanna should stick to singing, not acting. going. "Brrr." I know I didn't do a lot of reviews in May, but that's only because I had nothing to review. I didn't go to the theater for the entire month of May. I didn't see one movie in 2025 in the theater in May. But in June, I will. Maybe. Maybe next week after the convention, I'm going to go see Ballerina. But don't quote me on that. Because it's coming out this weekend, but I'm going to the convention. He did Hollow Point. I think I've seen that one, yeah. The Rage, Lorenzo Lamas Detention, and Direct Action. I saw those. Top of the World with Peter Weller. I saw those. Yeah, he does a lot more. Yes. Yeah, she's not an actress. You can tell. Some singers can act. Indina Menzel can act. Brandy can act, and even Whitney Houston before she passed. But Mariah's not an actress. No, she had a flat. She had no. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's right. This would be like if in Tomcats, Jerry O'Connell like tried to marry every girl that he met, but no, there's Sarah Silverman. She's got a great face. I love her face. Yes, I know she's controversial, guys. You don't have to tell me that, okay? If you've seen her stand up, she's not exactly subtle about it. She's Jewish and she says what's on her mind. I do like her as a voice actress too. I liked her in Wreck-It Ralph. I know some people said she was annoying. I'm like, she's a 40-year-old woman voicing a little girl. There was never gonna be subtlety there, guys. She does. She talks like this nasally as Vanellope. I'm like, it's a movie for kids, you know. I'm sorry she didn't say f bombs in that because it's not. It's for kids. Santa Inc. is probably one of her worst roles because all that show was, oh, it's a bunch of Jewish actors cursing. That's not funny, guys. See, there's the Vanellope voice. I don't know who this is. Hmm. Flowers are not symbolism. No, we know what we ultimately want. Wow, that's. Hmm. Yeah, she's a feminist. Tia Carrere, I still like her. She's better than Sarah Silverman. Some of these are just cameos. Oh, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no. See, I told you the soundtrack is a banger in this movie. Yep, the car broke down. That sucks. You have to take the bus. Hmm. She was in Australia for Q&A recently. Who? Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because Lilo and Stitch came out in Australia. I think it's out there by now because the movie. See, the soundtrack is good. I like the. Only. The last girl I saw in a Q&A was Olivia Wilde. It was not a Comic Con. It was at a inside of a library. You're so beautiful. And Marty Shelton, it's too bad she doesn't get a guy in this movie. That's nice. Even old people have some passion for each other. At least these people don't look like they're in pain in this movie, because I could tell when an actor's on in a comedy and they're like they don't want to be there. Look at Bradley Cooper in The Hangover 3. He looks like he's being held up against his will. But then when he did Guardians, he's like, oh, I could finally be myself and voice a raccoon that people are gonna love, and that worked. That worked way better as a trilogy than The Hangover. The first Hangover was good, but the sequels I heard were horrible. Because a comedy doesn't need two sequels unless you're gonna do it right. Like Back to the Future, that worked, or 22 Jump Street, that worked once. 11 o'clock. Have you seen Showdown in Manila? I don't think I did, no. You like to list movies, don't you, Salvatore? Here she comes. Jennifer Esposito. Yeah, it's not Esposito, it's Esposito. That's how you say it. She was the voice of Tina, the duck in the Looney Tunes show. She's gorgeous, man. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she's a New Yorker like me, and they show a couple of shots of her beautiful, bum. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Too many to list? Yeah. Unfortunately, this movie's not 3 hours, Salvatore. It's only an hour and 42 minutes. With the end credits, like 138 or something like that. It's not very long. Let us, yeah, let's call the whole thing off. He's bored. I think Hal Holbrook was in the original The Bachelor. Potato, tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. Yeah, you saw even the screen was rejecting the scene. You got nothing? Yeah, you don't. You could just. Have you seen this movie? That's all I want to ask. Because I'm not a person that likes to read a lot, especially on the internet. There's Brooke Shields. Yep, her birthday was a couple of days ago. Smoking's bad, lady. She still looks great for in her 50s. Yeah, she does. Reading subtitles, I will not be reading subtitles this month. That one scene where Mariah Carey, that doesn't count. That's like an opera she was doing. She can sing, can't act to save her life. That's why she doesn't show up in the rest of the movie. You saw there's a Shark Tank there. There was a Three Stooges short that had the similar premise. It was called Brideless Groom. You can watch it on streaming. It's if Shemp doesn't get married within a certain time, he loses the money. And it was a $500,000, not 100 million. That's even more. That's what some Marvel movies have made. Nope, nope. Let me just mute this. I don't want to hear this music. It's not Hispanic Heritage Month. That's in September, and I don't care. This month is the only Hispanic thing this month is PR Day, which I think is next Sunday or the Sunday after that. This is another filler scene. Well, the girls are in it, but why are they... What? And the Brits, no, I don't like them, Salvatore. I've been after 2015, you'll realize why. You know what came out that year and would that almost ruin my life? 90% of them can't act. That's my problem. I didn't say all of them. I just said most of them can't act. Oh, good. They changed the song. They're sisters. That's why they're... You know which movie it was. It came out in December. That is a nice dress. What's this one? Yeah, it's that one, Salvatore. And you know what happened with that? After the first 10 minutes, it was downhill from there. I can believe I saw that in the cinemas. I did, and I regretted it. That's why I didn't see The Last Jedi in the theater, or Rogue One, or Solo, or the other one, because I don't like when they take something I love and bastardize it. Again, smoking is bad for you. Stick with Solo, the 90s action movie. Yeah, because that's shorter. It's better lit. Again, this scene is a little stretched out. Smoking is bad. Again, I keep saying that. Thank you for putting that out. Mm-hmm. Again, how many of these cigarettes does she have? Like 20? It's not good for you, man. Even vaping, people think it's healthier. No, you're still getting fumes inside of your body. Nope, she's. This is why these guys should shut up. When I'm proposing to a girl, I'm gonna do it one-on-one. I don't need anybody's help. I don't, because I know what to say. You're going to review more B action movies, maybe this month. Just not later. I'm reviewing something that I recently saw, not something that came out decades ago, because dude, he can't he can't break the law. 15-year-old children cannot get married in the U.S., especially now. In '99, we don't know what it was like because I wasn't even 15 yet. But now, yeah, that's illegal. Even with permission, and like they have to be at least 16 or 17 if there's an age of consent in certain states. Because nowadays there's rules you have to abide by. Marty Shelton has amazing legs, man. She has those Annika legs. In the shins. You heard that? We're an hour and 11 minutes in, so we're almost done. We're almost in the third act of the film where the brides are chasing him. Only got a couple hours left. Blood and Bone, yes, I saw it years ago. Yeah. That poor guy, leave him alone. They just have having coffee. Malker plays a great villain. Just a sadistic modern pimp. Great actor. Ten? Wow. Even Elizabeth Taylor didn't get proposed to that much. Someone, he has hundreds of women show up. It's like Comic-Con with brides. But the ending in this movie is really sweet, and it's got a unexpected ending. Yeah, we know that they were going to get together, but here it's like they do it in a way that's not. It's not Renee Zellweger running outside in her underwear. That's Bridget Jones's Diary, and she runs outside in her underwear in the snow. Yeah, ammonia. Anyone? Pneumonia. That's a nice shot. Michael Jai White should have gotten a chance. Yeah, he did. Because Michael Jai White was in Spawn, but that was a bad movie. He was also in The Dark Knight, but he's not the lead in that. James Cromwell, even though he doesn't do much in the movie, he does fine. Why? That's a nice number. Again, it's not a problem. They haven't met my dad. That is a nice song. The thing is, Renee Zellweger doesn't look like that now because she changed her face. Boring. What do you mean boring? I'm not gonna sing yet. Yep, gonna have to wait to the end of the film. $9.50. Yep, this is the scene. This is the brides, plural. We know. There's a redheaded girl. There's some. No, there's like. Yeah, and like hundreds of them show up. This is like Comic-Con, buddy. Would you marry this man for $100 million? I'm not gay, so no. This is before the internet, guys. All these women show up. All these single women show up. Again, the soundtrack is really good in this film. Again, a man can't marry hundreds of women. This what it's one-on-one, guys. Even the waitress is like, I'm gone. That's kind of funny, yeah. No, sorry, Niecy Nash. This is not your movie. It's a cameo. An older woman. That's nice. Asian girl, that would be my bride. I ain't marrying no Spanish girl. That's just not in the cards for me. Why limit myself? Because I know I don't want to hear another language when I'm married. I'm sorry. I don't. I can't even handle that when I'm if I'm dating. Yep. It's a it's a wedding con in a way. This is not my fault. I miss that Asner and Holbrook. Look at all these women. That's a lot of women. Even Brideless Groom, there wasn't hundreds of women. It was just a couple of them. Yeah, he slept for 3 hours and it's like, why are there women everywhere? Yeah, it's a convention for women bridezillas. Brooke Shields had a cameo in this movie. Why is Niecy Nash in this movie? I don't know, because Reno 911 didn't come out yet. It's a lot of women, guys. And they think the Barbie movie had a lot of women. She sounds like Harley Quinn. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Mm. Again, this is not a telenovela. Looks are secondary as long as personality. No, there is no weight limit as long as you're healthy. Yeah, you don't. No, I'm a brunette guy. Can you imagine if Comic Con was filled with brides like this, and it wasn't the bride from Kill Bill? It's not a priest. No, you prank a bunch of women. This movie's not diverse. Again, that's never in the movie. That's not mentioned in that's not proven in the movie, so that doesn't count. This isn't. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. That's a problem. Paper. Nobody's even reads the paper anymore. That's one of the dated things in the movie. That nobody reads the paper anymore. They go on the internet. They go on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok to check, updates. This scene is kind of exciting. Run, jump out of the window, Robin. Run, Robin, run. Yeah, they literally, even in Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, a bunch of women. He kissed a blonde in Batman Forever. Dan, Danilo Bakery. Italians. This is a sweet ending. I admit it. I had a smile on my face at the end. Is it predictable? The outcome is, but the way they did it was romantic and it's sweet. They're following you. Run. I swear, even Tom Cruise could outrun all these women. Yeah, because he's a fast runner, but can he outrun like 300 women? Doesn't want to marry a Spanish girl. There's no diversity in this movie. Run. It is different. I don't see this in a lot of movies now, where a bunch of brides chase a groom. Even in Prince of Me too, it's only one woman, not 300. Run. At least this movie doesn't have any gay kisses in it or anything like that, so... Step on it. Bye, girls. Mendocino, due at 5:55 p.m. Arrived at 5:49. The the Amtrak. She's cute when she cries. You're so cute. The movie doesn't even end. The movie doesn't even end on the train. It's a different approach. Nin- 90 minutes in. It's almost done. If women would just, understand and just talk it out, they wouldn't have to take 90 minutes or 2 hours to get to be together. I don't know you. I just want to be with you. With no one around, by the way. There's nobody on the train, so you have to propose in front of nobody. After the first, this is the. I'm not gonna marry a woman for their money because that's not real love. Yeah, suck it, you freaking idiot. You people are gonna get yours. When I do Despicable Me, I'll have to shut the chat off, just so I can see the movie in peace and laugh. Screw the chat. I don't need the chat. Sorry, but I don't need it. Not for my second day in June. I want to relax this week. I'm going to Comic-Con. You people are not. You bots out there are not. I have a life. I'm going to Comic-Con in 6 days. You're not. You're gonna stay here on the internet trying to bother people. You know what? I'm gonna shut the chat off now. Sorry, but I got to hide all the chat messages. Thank you. Screw the chat. The movie's almost over anyway, so this is not a chat for bots, okay? That's me. Yeah, there's the music from the beginning. Run! It's a lot of women, man. That's at least 200 women, maybe. It's like the ending of Dawn of the Dead or something. Don't fence me. They're like the running horses in the beginning of the movie. Almost 6 o'clock. Now, this is the romantic part when he's climbing like Robin. He's on the fire escape. This is kind of romantic. It's unexpected. I'll say this is better than the marriage in the third Pirates of the Caribbean. That movie already has too much going on, and then that happens. I'm like, yeah, that's rushed. There she is. You said that already. At least this is not rushed as much. Richer or poor, taking health, yada yada yada. As long as you both shall live, not until you get tired. Thank you. Yeah, you got to end the movie on a high note. Why are they shaking the cop car? He said she took the tiara. It is sweet the way they did it. Again, suck it, Pirates of the Caribbean World's End. You have to take almost 3 hours to do that. 3, not 2 hours. That would be. Thank you. There's a lot of diverse brides, but they're side characters. This is sweet. They got married on a fire escape, not on a boat, because I would never want to get married on a boat. I don't want to get wet when I'm being with my lady love. With no one around, by the way. There's the cake, even though cake can wait until later. Where they're gonna have the reception on top of the building? See, again, I don't need the chat. I don't need the chat. I have my dignity to think about and my sanity. No more bots. If you're not subscribers, stay away, okay? If not, the chat stays off. That's all I gotta say. Here comes a song that I didn't expect at the end of this movie. 96 minutes in. Thank you, James Cromwell. At least we still have him. 6:05 p.m. Here comes the song that I did. No, there's not enough for everybody. Here comes the song. Yep. I love Ghostbusters too, guys. You know how much I love that song. I'm going to sing a little bit, so. But too bad the chat's going to be off. Your love lifted me higher. Yeah. So keep love them, lifting me higher and higher. Yep, that was the Bachelor. That disappointment was my closest friend. Then came you, and soon departed. Never should it race again. I sent your love on it higher, higher and higher. Yeah, thank you, Ghostbusters too. Lifting me higher and higher. That song is it's a sweet ending, and it ends on a high note with a awesome song. So screw the critics, screw the chat that the bots. I love this movie. I like this movie. You at there one in a million girls, and I will my loving arms around you, honey. I could stand up and face the world and love. It's all lifting me higher, higher and higher. Yep, higher, man. I like this movie. I really do. I'm sorry. That song is always a banger. I don't get why critics hate this and Ghostbusters too. I want to be entertained, guys, not pandered to. Okay. Heterosexuality is a gift. It's not a curse. Just remember that when you get to the end of this month. And this movie's fun, and the ending, it makes me smile. Even when I saw it last year, I'm like, it's a remake that doesn't have a painful ending, and it's not painfully long. It's 96 minutes. See, short and sweet. It's not 2.5 hours, guys. Sometimes you got to just cut right to the chase and have an ending that, yeah, while predictable, you know they're going to end up together. Look at the front, but they do it in a sweet way that I wasn't expecting, with an awesome song from Ghostbusters 2. That I love that movie. They play that song in like the beginning of the movie and then near the end when they're on the Statue of Liberty, and it makes me smile, guys. It's the little things in life that give you joy. Just remember that next time you want to spam my chat. But anyway, thanks for watching. Acknowledge me, the few of you that were here, and my next podcast will be tomorrow, but the chat will be off. So see you then.